Hello everyone, this is Stephanie Moberly and this is my presentation for Module 10 for our class. So our focus was to helping students realize their learning norms. So I took this as kind of an approach as to how to look at it from a teacher's perspective, and I've created a checklist for what you need to be doing as a teacher. So the first step is relationships. So I need to ask myself, do I know my students' interests and talents? So you can build these relationships by just having conversations with your students. I do this throughout the day, as I see students entering and leaving my room, any downtime, just really questioning them about their day, their plans for the weekend, what they did the last weekend, and getting to know them. Next is relevance. So am I building connections between their learning and their future applications? So this kind of goes back to relationships. I think it's really important for students to see that what they're learning is going to help them in the future with what they want to do. So if you have, a student who is really into like video games and gaming, you could tie a lot of your teaching back to, something that relates to that. The third aspect, time. Are students determining the pace of the instruction? This is a big task in the regular education classroom because we're constantly pushed to follow a pacing guide or to teach all of the standards. So time is one that we really don't have enough of, but I think it's important for the students to know that they can ask for more time and they need to be able to voice that. Next is timing. So is my instruction presented to all students in the same order? Am I basing instruction on student learning styles? So one question that the students should be able to answer is, am I learning in the best order for myself? So by teaching the students these norms, they're going to be able to communicate with the teacher what they need to help them learn better. Next is play. Do I emphasize performance or exploration? Do students have the freedom in my classroom to really dive deeper into concepts and in subjects that they're really enjoying? Do they have room to kind of experiment with things? Is there room for error? Can they make mistakes and still feel successful? Or am I basing everything on, their performance and then pushing them to reach perfection? Okay, so then the next one is practice. Does my instruction allow for a deeper understanding? Are students allowed to apply knowledge and practice new skills? This kind of goes back also to time and timing. I feel like students need to really be able to learn a new skill and then practice that skill in multiple different settings and situations. So am I trying to just rush through a concept and move on to the next? Or am I spiraling back with all of these things so that they have time to practice this? Okay, next is choice. Do students have a choice in what, when, and how they learn and how they will demonstrate their abilities? Again, I feel like in a regular education classroom, this is extremely difficult to be able to do for all students. We have set standards and skills that we are required to teach every year. So in order for students to feel like they have a choice, I kind of approach this as to the activities that we use to practice those skills. So I still am teaching what I need to, but how they're choosing to practice and then present their knowledge is kind of something that they have a say in. Authenticity. Is student work reaching out beyond the classroom? This is an aspect that I feel is a lot easier to do once you get into higher education levels, even high school. It's easier for them to produce, a project or a piece of work that you can go out and publish or send out. In the elementary classroom where I'm at, we publish a lot of their work like on our class Seesaw account where they can share that with their families and their friends. So that's kind of how we go about that in the elementary classroom. Challenge. Are students meeting high levels of standard of excellence? So are we challenging all of our students on their own level? So even if they do master all of the set standards that we are required to teach, are we done? How am I pushing each child individually to where they're not becoming bored in the classroom and they're reaching their highest level? And then lastly, we have application. Can students apply what they're learning in real world settings? This is an issue that I had with Common Core. I've had a lot of conversations with parents especially of, oh, they hate Common Core because of how like problems are presented. And I think the idea behind it is to reach this application setting where we're getting them thinking in real world situations. However, I don't like how we just produce a word problem, for example, that we say is a real world scenario. I like for the kids to be able to get in, get their hands dirty, and then have a hands-on application. So I like to take this step a little bit farther. So standard correlation. So standard 2.1 mentions cultivating norms. By helping students to have an understanding of their own learning norms, they can better advocate for themselves within the classroom. These learning norms will also carry over to their future work environment. So I feel like if we take the time to teach our students these learning norms, they can help hold us as teachers accountable for meeting all of these. And then they're also going to be able to communicate and then use that knowledge to the best of their ability in all levels of education. Relevance. By looking at student learning norms, I had to reflect on my current instruction and ask myself if I was truly promoting the current and future success of my students. A question I kept coming back to with this one was, is my instruction based on my students, or is my instruction pretty much planned out prior to having my students in my classroom? And then lastly, reflection. While working on this assignment, I found myself extremely discouraged. Oftentimes I think we lose focus on the goal. I know we've seen a shift. I've seen a shift in my focus in the classroom as state assessments has become more stressed within my school district. As I was creating this presentation, I began to look at my weakest areas and ask myself how I could shift my instruction to meet my students' learning norms. Thank you for listening.